Got a contender here. Seemed like a catfish bite. Swimming in with me. I'm gonna go ahead and reel down on him. Oh, he's heading for the hills. I don't think that's a catfish. I do not think that's a catfish. I think that was a carp trying to spit the hook. And when I put pressure on him, he freaked. Historically, for me, this fishing at this lake, the fishing has not been very good. It's been just kind of, meh. But there's a way that I can take kind of a meh kind of lake and turn it into a kind of lake. And this is how. Magic bucket. Magic bucket full of carp bait. Let me show you what I'm doing. So in this bucket, I have a mix of boiled bird seed, feed corn, some leftover pack bait, oats pack bait, and some sweet feed. This is it's like a 3-gallon bucket, so it's about 2/3 full. It's quite a bit. It's going to take me a while. I'm gonna disperse it into the water with this spod. These work all right. And this is my spod rod. This is my dedicated spod rod. I finally decided to just dedicate a rod to spotting, and this is just another ugly stick catfish rods. I have 3 other ones of these. This is my 4th one now. 3 of them I use for catfish, and I started experimentally using one of them as a spod rod, and it worked great. It really these really work great for tossing heavy things out into the water. And I just have a cheap like 4,000 size spinning reel there, a Shakespeare one, and 40-pound braid on the spool there. And at the end of the line, I just have a great big heavy swivel, and this is a clip from a sinker slide. I just removed the little plastic piece that slides on the line. It's just a big clip, and that clip is just gonna clip right onto the end of the spod here. If I can get it right onto the end of the spod like that. And I like to use a scoop like this. This is a 2-cup scoop rather than using my hands, because if I use my hands to load this all the time, then the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna load this, and then I'm gonna pick up the rod, and the rod is just gonna get all covered with all sorts of gunk. I don't want that. So I like to use a scoop. Just dump some into the spod like such, close it down, and then I found through trial and error here, just do this above the bucket to make sure it's not going to dump out as soon as you pick it up. I've never been much of a spotter or pre-baiter. Haven't done much of that in the past, but last year and this year I started doing it more, and yeah, I think it's worthwhile sometimes, for sure. Especially in places like this where the fishing is not so great. You can really throw out some bait, come back in about 12 hours, and you can see a real improvement in the fishing. And it's the middle of the afternoon. It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Terrible time to fish in July like this, heat of the day. That's why I'm here. I'm throwing bait out now. I'm going to come back later this evening and do some fishing. I have made my own spod in the past out of a Gatorade bottle and some swivels and things like that, and it worked really good, actually. I mean, it threw out a heck of a lot more bait on each toss than this little thing. However, the retrieval of that thing is difficult compared to this. Very easy retrieval with these kind. Once the bait gets dumped from it hits the water, you can reel it in, and it just skates right across the top of the water. You can reel it in really fast. And overall, it's, even though I can throw out bigger quantities with my other spod, I can reel it in a lot faster with this one. I think overall this is more productive. I know in some states baiting like this is not legal, so be sure to check your state fishing regulations if you want to try this. Make sure you're within the law there. Some places it's just completely banned altogether. Some places it's got to be only certain types of baits. Make sure you read your state stuff. Don't want to get a ticket or lose your fishing license. I'm sure they've done it for a reason in the places where it's illegal. Most of the times when there's laws against things, it's because somebody ruined it for everybody else. Somebody did something incredibly stupid or destructive. I want to be clear though that I do not believe that I'm harming water quality by putting this stuff in the lake. This stuff, within 48 hours after I put this in, this is fish food, and it'll become fish poop, really. I mean, everything, the frogs, the turtles, the fish, everything's going to eat this stuff. It'll be gone within a day or two. But I'm sure there have been stupid stuff like people dumping barrels full of pig blood or some, stuff like that to attract fish, which, obviously that would probably impair a waterway. One thing to consider for those of you that are in states that do allow like pack bait, on method leads like I do with my rigs. I know some states do allow that as long as the chum is attached to your hook, or a part of the rig, you know what I mean? But what you can do is just load up your method feeder, load it up as full as you can get it with your hook bait and everything, and cast it out there, and then just do that about 20 times into the same spot, and you're just rebaiting, and just do that about 20 times, and that's one way to get a bunch of bait out there while staying within the law. So anyway, I'm going to toss out all this bait and come back in a few hours, and we'll see if the magic bucket worked its magic. Stay tuned. Alright, several hours later, it's about 5:30 in the evening. I'm going to start fishing here, get some pack bait made. This is 8 cups of old-fashioned oats, 2 cups of sweet feed pellets. That is the universal base that I pretty much always use as my base for my pack bait. And I'm just going to go with some cream corn to moisten that up. In goes the cream corn. And experience tells me that just like a fifth of a can of water just helps a little bit, helps get that pack bait started a little faster. And for additional flavoring, I'm going to add some vanilla in here. And that's it. Seal it up, toss it up. Boom. That takes about 10 minutes for those oats to start absorbing all that cream corn and that moisture, and for it to become sticky. It needs to set up. Alright, and the hook bait tonight is going to be banana. That's what B stands for. Banana flavored tiger nuts that I made myself. They're just soaking in some grocery store flavoring, the banana extract. And I like to put a couple of them on there. I like the old-fashioned oats better than the quick oats. I've used both. Both work. I've just noticed that the old-fashioned oats will kind of maintain their texture longer than the quick oats. Quick oats will turn into a paste after a couple hours. And that's just such is the nature. If you've ever eaten quick oats, it's a lot like eating a paste. I mean, they've been cooked prior. They've been cooked and then dehydrated. That's why they're so quick to recook. You're basically just rehydrating them. You're not actually cooking them. Whereas old-fashioned oats are raw. They haven't actually been cooked, and they have more body to them. Comparable thing to quick oats would be like minute rice. That also it's rice that's been cooked and then dehydrated. Same thing. So there it is. It's banana tiger nuts on the hair. And then there's that oats and vanilla pack bait. This is what I call my 99% rig, because I use it 99% of the time. I just let the hook bait just dangle. It's just going to be near the pack bait, not stuffed into it. That's the way I like to do it. I've been seeing some fish surfacing over the areas where I put that bait earlier. It's looking pretty good. I'm fishing with my 9-foot long 2-piece ugly stick elite fishing rods. These are intended for salmon and steelhead fishing, but I think they have the exact qualities that I like in a good carp rod. They've got a very sensitive, flexible tip, and which is good. That helps keep tension on the line while I'm fighting a fish. But it's a medium heavy action rod, so it's got a good backbone for when I need it. And they're graphite rods, so they're really thin and really light, but really strong as well. I bought those rods at Cabela's. There's a link in the description if you want to see the more specs about them or get some for yourself. Okay, that didn't take that long. About 20 minutes. This fish is just swimming in. Swimming in. It might be a catfish. Alright, that's not a catfish. Yep, it's a carp for sure. It's a nice one too. Come on in. Okay, first fish in the net. Yeah, first fish, about 20 minutes in. Nothing really special about this fish. Pretty small, 4 or 5 pounds. Hoping to catch a mirror tonight. Back he goes. So long, thanks for the warm-up. See you later. Got a contender here. Seemed like a catfish bite. Swimming in with me. I'm gonna go ahead and reel down on him. Oh, he's heading for the hills. I don't think that's a catfish. I do not think that's a catfish. I think that was a carp trying to spit the hook. And when I put pressure on him, he freaked. Holy crap, that's a lot of goose poop right there. Wow. This fish ran way off to my left and then came back to the right where he started from. He's just been all over the place. Just kind of crouching down here, trying to minimize my profile so maybe he won't freak out as much when I get him close. Come on. Okay, he's in the net. Yeah, fish two. It's been a little while. Another little guy. Probably been an hour. No, 45 minutes since that last fish, so I've been fishing about a total of an hour. Back he goes. Thank you, sir. See you next time. We have our first contender this morning. Yep. It's early in the morning, about 7 o'clock, and changed plans last night. I wasn't able to do the evening fishing session that I wanted to. I'm out here this morning fishing that same spot. It's a foggy morning. The sun is shining, but the fog is holding it back a little bit. Let's see if this is a mirror carp. Okay, got him. Yeah, little guy. Not a mirror. That's all right though. Good start to the morning. Yeah, I got ran out of here last night. Some other people showed up and I just wasn't having a good time anymore. So yeah, I'm back in the morning. Back in the water he goes. Thank you. See you later. Yeah, that's the thing about fishing. I'm willing to endure all sorts of adversity in my fishing trips with bad weather or bad conditions or bad fishing or just bad gear, whatever. I'm willing to endure stuff and kind of push through it. But I don't know, when some annoying people show up and just start annoying the bejesus out of me, yeah, I just leave. There's no point in enduring that. It just makes my blood pressure go up. But enough about that. It's a nice morning. Get this bait back out there, catch some more fish. Contender number 2. Same line. Same line as the first one. Here he comes. What are you? Show yourself. It's so deep right here. They can be right in front of me. They're down near the bottom. I can't see them. He's right here, but he's 6 feet down there. I can't see him. There he is. Come on. Skipped right across the top of the net there. Okay. Carbon copy. Little guy. 3-4 pound fish to be a good eater. Back in the water. See ya. Kind of got the preschool, carp preschool in this area today. There've been some small fish. Well, folks, a couple hours gone by and no more fish. You know, just goes to show that pre-baiting it's not a magic bullet. You know, it's sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Obviously, if I did this for multiple days in a row, it would definitely increase its effectiveness. I just don't have time to do that this week. But that's all the time I have for this morning. I've had mixed results with the pre-baiting. Sometimes it helps a lot, sometimes it makes no difference at all. I don't know, feel free to let me know what kind of experiences you've had in the comments. Thanks for watching, I appreciate it. See you on the next one.